Ashley, what is our first main topic today?
First one up is from Omar 94. Hi guys, longtime fan from Tallahassee, Florida. John's video about commercials before movies got me thinking. At the AMC here, commercials do appear, but before a film's scheduled, and trailers take 20 to 25 minutes, then the film starts. However, I saw an early screening for Bumblebee scheduled at 7. Commercials appeared before then, and the film actually started at 7. Why don't theaters start films when scheduled and show commercials and trailers beforehand? Thanks, and have a nice day.
All right, thanks a lot for the topic, Omar. And this is a topic that has actually been near and dear and bitter to my heart for a very, very, very long time. Now, I made, the video he's referring to is a video I made like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I can't even remember how long ago, where I was visiting Canada. I was going back home to visit Canada. And I went to a movie theater there, and the movie was supposed to start at 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, the movie didn't start. No. Commercials started. We had commercials for cars. We had commercials for candies. We had commercials for feminine hygiene products. We had commercials for the newest, online site you should use. We had commercials for this and that and the other thing. And then they played trailers, and I looked down at my watch and it had to be 8:30 or 7:35, 7:40 by the time the movie that I had come to see that said it was starting at 7 o'clock actually started. Oof. Now, for a couple of years now, I've kind of been a little bit more, I don't know what you would say, lenient on it by saying, well, trailers are a part of the movie-going experience, Rob. I like trailers. I like seeing trailers. And one of the things I like about going to the movies is seeing, even if it's trailers I've already seen, seeing them on the big screen. I do like that. I'm not going to pretend that I don't. But it's been bothering me more and more over the years, this whole notion of, you told me the movie starts at 7, right? You told me movie starts at 7. And you're not starting your movie till 7:25, 7:30. Here's my fundamental problem with this, Rob, and it didn't bother me for a long time, but I gotta admit, the last couple of months it's been irking me more and more, and maybe it shouldn't, but here's what it is. When we consume free content, whether it's stuff on television, whether it's stuff online. When I'm consuming free content at ESPN.com, I expect to see ads. It's how they pay the bills. I get it. In exchange for giving me this free content, I'm going to see some ads. I accept that. That's fine. When I'm watching, if I'm watching Arrow or something on television and they take commercial breaks, or I pop it up on the CW app, they have commercials. Okay, I'm not paying for the CW app. So fine, you're giving me free content in exchange for me giving you a bit of my time to watch commercials. I accept that. That's a fair trade. No problem. There's even a version of Hulu that you can watch Hulu for free if you watch a bunch of ads. Then there's a level where you can pay a little bit and just get a couple of ads. Then you can pay a certain level and get no ads. That's the level I have. But when I watch for free, I accept I watch some ads. Fair trade-off. No problem. I paid 20 fucking bucks to come into that movie theater and watch a movie. You told me 7 o'clock is a showtime. I paid you for my seat. Now, you want to show me the movie for free? Fine. Play all the trailers, play all the commercials, play all the stuff that you want to play. You're showing me a movie for free. I accept that, just as I do in my online surfing, just as I do when I'm watching cable television. I'm getting it for free. You're going to show me some ads. I accept that. But the moment you charge me 20 bucks to come into your theater, you lose the right to make me sit there and watch ads. I paid for my seat. I paid for a 7 o'clock start time. I didn't pay you so that at 7 o'clock you can show me the newest M&M's commercial. I didn't pay you $20 so at 7 o'clock you could show me the latest Ford Focus commercial. I didn't pay you $20 so at 7 o'clock you could show me the trailer for the upcoming, I don't know, Missing Link. If I'm paying you, you don't show me ads when I'm supposed to get my thing at 7 o'clock. Now, if I walk into my theater, Rob, at 7 or at 6:45, and you want to have up trailers and commercials prior to what you said was the start time, no problem. No problem. I show up 20 minutes early. There's some commercials and ads up before the scheduled start time. No worries for me. That's perfectly fine. But there's just something fundamentally, there's just a fundamental issue here that says to me that if you tell me the show starts at 7:30, and then you charge me $18.50 for a movie ticket, then is it unreasonable for us as fans to go, well then, you're damn well right that a movie better start at 7:30. I paid for my seat. So, and again, Rob, I've gone back, I admit, I have gone back and forth on this over the last couple of years. For a long time, I was cool with everything. Then I was cool with at least just trailers. For the longest time, I was at least cool with trailers starting at 7 o'clock. But I gotta admit, the last couple of months, it's just been starting to bother me a little bit more. The principle of you charged me to sit here, you said a show started at 7, start the damn show at 7. So I don't know, Rob. That's why I think they should start these shows on time, because the fundamental principle that I paid for my time, I shouldn't be paying additional by having to sit through and watch your commercials. So, Rob, you've listened to me whine and bitch.
I wish I was sitting next
about
to you,
this,
because that was an awesome rant.
You've been listening now for me for the last couple of minutes, whine and bitch and moan about this. What's your approach on this? How do you look at this?
Well, there are a few things in life that I have anxiety over that bother me. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, except when it comes to movie start times. I hate going into a theater, like physically hate it if a movie has already started, because I want to know over the opening credits, over the logo of a studio, are they going to play the studio logo, or does the music from the movie actually begin over the studio logo? Or sometimes they change the studio logo to fit in with the movie itself. If I miss that, it hampers my enjoyment of a movie. So I'm crazy about start times and all that. Now, after what you just said, we have the ArcLight cinemas here, and they pretty much start on time. And if a movie starts,
love it
all the time. If a movie starts at 7, they even have a guy or a girl come out and tell you what you're about to see. He's like a concierge, or she's like a concierge. The movie will start at 7, and for the most part, at 7, they show you 3 trailers. Sometimes if it's a new movie, you'll get more. Maybe you'll only get 2. But I think that trailers are part of the movie-going experience. They help you sort of settle in, and then you see the movie. But like you, and I will say this, the AMC theater chain, when you go in and you're sitting down, they'll play commercials, but they usually start on time too. And if you've got babysitters, or if you're theater hopping and trying to sneak into another movie, let's face it, you want to know the times exact so you can plan your theater hopping accordingly. No, don't theater hop, kids. Do not interfere with the box office. But I'm with you. I think, don't abuse my time. That's as I get older and I have one foot in the grave, all of my time is precious. And what I want to be able to sit down and have an experience, a movie-going experience. So show me trailers by all means. I love that, because it just gets you excited about movies in general. It kind of eases you in, and you wonder. What I love is when movie theater chains show you like-minded trailers. They know that you're part of this crowd. If you're going to see Avengers Endgame, you're going to see trailers that relate to somehow, obliquely, at least I hope, superhero movies or science fiction movies or something. So it enhances the experience. You know that movies are going to start like at the ArcLight if it's 7 o'clock, or in my case, the Endgame tickets I have is 6 o'clock. I know it's 6 o'clock, not 6:01, not 6:02, especially if you're at the Cinerama that has the slowest concession lines ever. You need to be sitting down at 7 o'clock in your chair. You will get trailers, 1, 2, or 3. The movie will start, and you will be out when they tell you. Then I can go theater hop. But I can't stand it. If they show me commercials starting at 7 o'clock, it makes me want to gouge my eyes out with a spoon. I'll cut my tongue out. I will burn my flesh. It makes me so angry because, like you, I paid money. I want to have a cinema experience. Now, I don't care. You can have a before the show thing and show me whatever you want as I'm sitting down. I'm still checking my phone, but it's 7. That's my start time. start the show, man. And the show begins with trailers, preferably that I haven't already seen online, even though that is increasingly rare these days. That's what I want. That's the experience I want. And for the most part, living in LA, there's a lot of theater chains that make sure that's true. But if I was in that theater with you, John, in Canada, I wouldn't be able to talk to you now because I'd have no tongue, and I couldn't see Ashley because I'd have no eyes. And that's how I feel about that.
You gotta start a strike. Come on.
Where do you fall in this, Ashley? Like Rob and I, we're a little bit off here. Rob is like, as long as it's just trailers starting at 7, I used to be that way. Now I'm starting to feel like, nah, man, if you want to play trailers, play them before the start time of the movie or in there. Maybe, are you on one side or the other? Do you have a third position of this? How do you feel as a movie goer when you're going into the movies?
I agree completely about the commercials. I think it's total bullshit if they're playing commercials when you're paying money to see something. That doesn't make any sense. I don't mind seeing. I like what Rob said about how it helps you settle in, because it really does. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to see 8 trailers. Sometimes I get there early and I'm sitting. But if I'm early, I'm early. But it's fine if it starts and it's like 1 to 3 trailers and then the movie begins. I'm okay with that, because it's only going to put you back like maybe 10 minutes. So that's fine. But yeah, commercials, they have no place being there if you're already paying for a ticket. They can do it way before, but definitely not after. They need to look at it more like if it was a play or something. They would never do that. If you're going to a play, the play starts on time. So I don't understand. They're getting away with a lot lately, I feel like.
It used to be in the theater industry, it used to be called like the 15. And the 15 was that first 15 minutes of when the show was supposed to start. And they put in trailers and some commercials, whatever. Then the 15 got changed to the 20. So then it was the 20-minute window. Now, traditionally in most theaters, it's the 25. Most movies now start 25 minutes after, whether it's a mix of just all, like in AMC theaters, and I love AMC theaters, but they will play 25 minutes of trailers. Like to the point where almost every time Ann and I go to the movies, like at some point Ann and I will look at each other like, what movie did we come to watch again? Like you almost forget, because 25 minutes is just too long. I just think they need to start addressing this, and whatever, first world problems, but it's something that's been bugging me a little bit. So anyway, I appreciate the main topic.